Fungus by me, still on Just Night. This is a story about a rat in a golden helmet and the mosquito from above. This odd duo arch on an adventure trying to uncover the big picture with the help of other friends in this world called Barracks. Chapter 1, The Coming. These beings are the physical embodiments of demons on devils. They glide through space looking for a place to conquer. They morph by killing and drinking the blood like a mosquito, because they look like mosquitoes, but sometimes moths. This is what's left of their planet. They broke their own world for fuel and power. They made a new generation. Some don't want to kill, but been forced by their cruel masters. This one poor guy finally got out and went to the pods. As he ran, he was talking about what he would do when he leave. What would the great moth/serum would do, because he doesn't know how to predict natural disasters. As he thinks, the cruel guards keep coming, and luckily, they were too late and he escaped. Chapter 2, New Home. This strange world was inhabited by rats, but instead of one dominant species, like the rest of the planet, there was... Oh yeah, I forgot it's called Earth, but we're not going to talk about that. As he crashed... Now I was trying to say there's 4 species. As he crash landed, his first thought was to get supplies, but a family adopted this weird creature and named him Bean Fungus. Long ago, the rat man and his wife were evil people trying to run the town, but they had a child, so they stopped their sins. And that child is still a colon. The creature and the rat became best friends almost instantly. They never leave each other's sides, even in the most horrible times. For some reason, there was this rumor that they were raising the creature as an assassin, so people tried to abuse the family. One day, a blue rat tried to shoot Bean Fungus, but still pushed him away. She shot him in the head. He was taken to the hospital. They have to stitch his head together, but on some type of helmet-like thing, to make his head stand. Chapter 3, A Purple Madness and a Purple Sadness. As he woke up, he was confused, but he felt some type of strength. He starts slowly, but it was about to fade until Bean Fungus. Then he remembered all of his life. Well, not all, but at home he painted his new helmet into gold because it suited him. Bean have to explore the world, and so he can help more people. So he decided just to become a bartender. As he's seen many different people. He's seen rats, antigens, wangwoods, and Bergens, all having a good time. But one day/3 weeks later, this group of ruthless wangwoods must keep on being mean to him and called him a menace. They called him evil and a creature that denies God. They tried to shoot him, but he used his wings to accidentally kill one of them. Bean Fungus was mortified of what he had done, so he ran and don't want to go back because he would never experience. He has PTSD and he can't lift the pain and torture away. Every night he screams in pain of the bloodshed he have caused. And the many people he would hunt him down, of the many extreme horrors, the many screams of the innocent. He wasn't innocent. They weren't innocent, but it still hurt his soul. Chapter 4, United. Bean was talking to Still about the problem, but Still said, "It's not your fault. One day, everyone shall know that you're not so evil." And they were a denier of God. They hug and cry and just go to sleep. They both came to the funeral, even though they're evil people. No one should have to die like this. After the funeral, Bean Fungus was a little bit happy that his sins were no more. I'm gonna keep that on. Still told him about the creatures below the waves called the sharks. No, not the sharks on Earth. These guys are like dolphins with hands. Just imagine that. Bean Fungus never knew such a creature. Luckily, they have enough money, so they went to the water. They saw a king shark called Brawly, and his kingdom was dying. So many sharks died from starvation, and the king even thought of suicide. But because they had enough money, they gave them some supplies so they can hunt for some food and build better homes. Shark Brawly Shark Bali never been so happy in his life, so he made Bean Fungus an ambassador of his land. A few days later, Still attempted to be one of the guards. He trained and trained, but it was too hard. But one day, he made it. He wasn't good at parkour like the others, but he was good at following orders and took a lot of strength and endurance, so he became one of the king's guards. Chapter 5. New Friends. One time, Bean and Still stumbled on a weird creatures on a remote cave. One of them had 4 eyes going down, made of solid granite, and feels like it's hovering. The others look like one is made of moss, one is wearing a black robe. Okay, it's moss and it's wearing a black robe. The other one is. I want to keep that on and make it as a blooper to make a funny little cute little joke. I wish I spaced all these out. One of them is made of moss and wearing a black robe. The other one is white and black. The other one has a sailor hat, and the other one has many colors of itself. They call themselves the Uni, an ancient civilization that's based on the physical embodiment of angels. But most of their kind died, and they're the last survivors. Uniworm 01, the Moss Girl, cloned herself into 3 people to make sure they won't attack. Okay, this part I was saying that the clones are not illusions. They're real parts of herself. So if you harm one, she feels pain as well. They trust them. Uniworm 0, the granite one, says, "We are the Uni. We are from Mutum. But most of our species died because of the Munchkins. They were so confused. But they thought they were so wonderful that they stand there. But they're scaring and slowing away because Uniform 21, this guy with this silly little hat, made them laugh, had a good time, drink some apple juice. Yeah, so apple juice, me, and watermelon. Seriously, we just drink watermelon. That's all. Drinking watermelon juice. It tastes delicious. It's got a doodle. They went back to sleep. Then they wake up in their beds. They both thought it was a dream, but it felt so real, and they were in each other's dreams. Uniform 0 is a it. Uniform 01 is a she. Uniform 2 is a he. Uniform 12 is a he. Uniform 21 is a he. Uniform 0, it. Uniform 02 is the colorful. Uniform 21, the dark guy. It darkened luminescent. One day, Bean was flying around until he found a weird door in the mountains. At first, he cannot open it. Stupid little notification! At first, he cannot open it, but it glowed in many colors to show the emotion. It shone dark yellow to keep it teleported inside. It was weird. The walls were dark. The sky was replaced by grass. Well, the sky was gray, and the grass was replaced by rice plants. Swords glowing, and warriors coming out of the ground above. As he walked and walked, he was wondering, what is this place? Is this place? You probably assume this guy is evil, but his name is, I can't even pronounce that. You know, the guy that leader of Unknown United. These people are the survivors of many planets and people that the monkey owns. The physical embodiment of demons. Remember those? And being fungus is one of them. Remember those? Woo! That's destroyed by the power and wealth. Being fungus helped give them supplies. But something weird happened. A weird creature broke through the walls, and its minions right along. And soon, the sky became red. The unknown soldiers rode up and grabbed their weapons. Being fungus also helped. And the creature had red wings, pink eyes, black horns, and a large mouth, and blue scratch marks. The unknown warriors rush into the battle and chant, "For glory, the glory of the weak, for the peace and tranquility from the person to person, we shall defend its steed." The creatures and his minions rushed into battles. Many soldiers surprisingly lived and defeated the beast. They all rode together into the central area, had a drink, and wait for the next enemy. Bean Fungus ran back to the town and told Still about it. That was cool. 12 minutes?